right, we hooked up. It's a nice bass. That's a nice fish. Whoa. Wow. Wow, that's a big fish. I hope my line is gonna hold us. We filming? Yeah. He grabbed that finesse worm. Wow, that's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. That may be the biggest one of the season. That's a beautiful fish. Wow. Let's see what he's all about. Holy smokes. That is a beauty. It's a bit bigger in person, I can tell you that. Oh boy. It's an easy 3-4 pound fish. Wow. Get him on his way. There he goes. Today we're going to do some jumbo fishing and for largemouth bass. Ooh, drifting away here. Rain, a bit of rain, so the water level's high. Those fish might relate to the more normally shallow-ended waters. The water got to be close to a foot higher than normal. Everything's kind of flooded and kind of cool. So I might creep in there, see if there's any bass. But I'm just looking for little wakes and stirs. See if there's any fish gives up his position. My lord, this is a big fish. It's got to be, or he's covered in weeds. But he is really digging. Oh boy, I thought I was stuck. I want to see what he is. Wow! Another whopper. Oh my goodness. Oh my. He must have had some good weeds on him. Now, I'm fishing fairly light. Let's get a good look at him. My line will break if he lunges, I know that. Wow, that's a beautiful fish. Just using the finesse worms today for some big largemouth bass. Wow, that's about a 2-3 pound fish. The other one, he had to be. The other guy had to be 3 or 4. Wow. Something stirring there. That's one of the things I'm doing. A lot of what I'm fishing today. So when I put my boat in, I noticed the bass wasn't too far from it. That jumped up before I was fishing. But I've been getting them right off the weed beds. Right on the drops. Shallow drops. There we go. Wow. Oh. They guys keep it busy. So I'll take these guys in the middle. Or all day, one or the other. Wow. Exciting fishing today. Just break that worm up and that's what I'm using. Wow. 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 Early high afternoon, warm out, sunny. That was bluegill. High afternoon, warm out, sunny. And these finesse worms sometimes, you're going to do a little better with them than the bigger worms in these conditions. Just a little bit lighter touch, lighter tackle, lighter hook, and a smaller worm. Kind of just keeps it going. I do have bigger worms with me, and I use those to throw into heavier structure. If I want to punch one in the trees. Right now, kind of the shoreline kind of drops off. The end of that drop off, it meets by a weed line. They seem to be on the inside of that weed line. Spotted fishing, not a fast bite, but a quality bite for largemouth bass. Wow, that is a quality fish. He might have some weeds on him, I am not sure. He is digging pretty good. Oh wow, that is another quality fish. That's a beautiful bass. Wow. That is a nice fish. Just working with these here finesse worms. And I was working with them the other day. And just had really good results with them. So I keyed in on what was going on. Came back and really getting some nice quality bass. Real pretty cold, but I don't think those fish are relating inside, so I'm going to stay on the outside. Let me show you what I'm using today. That's it. That's a 4-inch Berkley, black Berkley Powerworm with a 2-0 hook, 1-0 hook, I'm not exactly sure, just kind of grabbed them. Always make sure those hooks are real sharp. Alright, that'll work. That is it. I have the pack over here. Those are them. Berkley 4-inch black. It's a finesse worm. Any worm will do it, but that's what we're using so far today. Right here is my example. This is a prime like bass holding area. I'm in 20 feet of water. Just left of me, there's probably 25-30 feet of water. I got weeds, I got a sharp drop, I got an end in the weeds, I even got timber. Those bass, if they're holding in deep water, they get hungry. This is their supermarket. There's definitely bluegills in there and all the kinds of bait for them to come and feast on. And when they're done feeding, they can go back and be safe in the deep. Wow, I was just drifting through these here weeds, and that is a big fish. That might be the biggest one of the day. Wow, that's a big fish. Wow, that's a big fish. He just inhaled that worm. I'm just tripped. Wow, that's a beauty. That is a beautiful fish. Got it done right quick. Oh, slow down, we'll get it. That's what I like about these here big mouths. They got big mouths. Wow, that is a hefty fish. Get him back in. See how big he is. Let's see, 8, 16, 20-inch bass. Wow. Gotta be 20 easy. Beautiful fish. Again, also, like I said, I am taking casts on the outside of the weed edges to see if any fish are relating to that. And that's where he was. And he took, that's the 7-inch Berkley Powerworm. And I'm just a worm fishing for largemouth bass today. Mostly finessing them, but definitely working in the regular heavy duty worm. I like that I could pull them out of heavy cover if I need to for certain pieces of structure. So I got 2 rods set up. We are finesse fishing for a 20+ pound stringer of largemouth bass today. First thing I noticed when I came out today was the water was high, and that's why I'm concentrating. I'm still fishing these here little drop-offs in the shallower side. The deep water. In my mind, well, I saw one fish break right where I launch, and in about 6-7 feet of water, and that's what I've been fishing today, and that's where the largemouth bass seem to be holding. And I went with the finesse worm and the regular worm, but most of the fish are on the finesse worm. The weeds are still, you know, not as full, but I noticed the water was welled and followed a pattern, and really had a great day. So right now I think we're working on a 20-pound stringer of bass. That's tournament level fishing. This is why, oh, he got out. I was gonna say, this is why you want to use, oh, that's a decent fish. Heavier gear. He got caught up in that trees, and I was using the lighter setup. Still a nice fish. Got the two. That's a nice thing with these finesse worms. You're gonna get big and small. Look at the hump on him. Wow. It's gonna be a big, big fish. In these worms, if I don't get a bite, I keep it around there a little. Bring it right back. And I kind of get it in a different little area. In the tree there. I'll grab it right away. If I don't grab it, that might have been a bluegill. This bass will just slam into it. Had a beaver out there? Wow. Seems to be a few fish on this tree, so. Wow, he's a decent fish. He's bigger than I thought. Oh, he's fighting hard and mean. There he comes. Nice stout bass. You notice those fish there, kind of hanging out in their size ranges. Small, medium, and large bass today. Fishing with the finesse worm. Little guy. I'm gonna fish back here a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna go either check out. Something just splashed there. Wanted to see what's going on in here. It's almost the same scenario. You have almost a holy trinity of fish holding structure here. You have that quick drop. You got weeds. You even got brush. And deep water where it meets shallow water. Wow, wow, that's a good fish. Wow. Hope I'm not stuck. Wow, that's a good fish. I think we now have a 20-pound string. You know it's a good one when they're pulling around the boat. Whoa, he's got some good girth on him. Oh. Wow. That's a nice fish. I thought it would just be small guys back here. That's a nice curly bass. Gotta be about that 3 pound close. 3 pounds. 2 plus 3. Largemouth bass. Wow. Give you a little secret about worm fishing, weightless worm fishing. Just want to make sure your line sinks too. Helps bring that worm down. Not too fast, not too slow. These birds are making a racket. I wonder if the bass are used to them. Those birds are kind of like cars on the highway to them. I hear them birds and they just sit there and do their thing. They don't mind the boat. They don't mind the sound from the boat. What they do mind is your shadow. And kind of like you see your shadow, it'll spook them away. But if your boat is out without the shadow, it does not seem to bother the bass. Something jumped over there. A little cast in there. There's all kind of scattered weeds in here. Shallow too. Let's see if he takes. Caught that from the corner of my eye. He'll smack that right away if he's there. Nope. Oh boy. He dug under that branch. I put on the. I'm using the heavier, stouter tackle to pull him off and let it down. It's a decent fish, regardless in any case. They seem to be stacked in there. Another thing I like when I use a finesse worm, gives you a little bit more read on the water. You're going to pick out those smaller fish, different kinds of fish too. Not that we picked anything too different out today. Usually you get a bluegill or perch if they're around. Definitely pickerel and those small bass. So you kind of can tell you're getting those small bass, those bigger bass, largemouth bass are going to be somewhat active. You're going to have a good chance. So you get a nice read on the water when you tune things out. You can always go bigger too, like I am. Wow. He just nailed that. He's a good, whoa! He's a good one. He's a good one. I didn't expect him. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, boy. He gripped. I got the finesse worm. Oh, my Lord. He is really digging. Is he caught up on something? Oh, my God. He's under a log. He's under. That's the biggest one of the day. Whoa. Wow, he's a big fish. That's a big fish. Good Lord. He took me under that log too. That is the biggest fish of the day. Dang, that's some big ones. That is a big bass. Oh my goodness. I thought I was stuck. Threw that worm all the way up on top. Oh, man. That is a nice bucket. That is a nice fish. Let me get him on his way. Wow. That was a battle. That was a battle. Wow, so that finesse worm did it. That fish was really wild, that largemouth bass. I didn't see that log. That must have been where he was hiding. I did not see that log, and I stood up. I managed to, if I didn't stand up, he would have taken me under. He took me under that log. He wrapped around. He pulled some good drag under the boat. Wow, what a way to end the day. Largemouth bass fishing with Berkley Finesse Powerworms. They're just great stuff. Thanks for watching.